give you a short encouragement from my home to yours. Now, my home is in the Netherlands right now, and today is considered second Easter. Now, since I grew up in the United States, first time I heard second Easter sounded like madness to me because there's only one Easter, and what happened on Easter only happened once. So, what was second Easter Day about? Um, the reason why I bring that up is just growing up in the United States in general, like our holidays are one day things. Sometimes we have a season for a holiday, but it's still like the holiday is just one day. But what we're living in right now is part of the Passover festival as well. And Passover wasn't just one day, Passover was actually an 8-day festival. And so I wanted to look at some of the Psalms that are connected with that. Psalm 113 to Psalm 118 have, for long history, been recited in whole or in part during the Passover celebration. And so we're already partway into Passover, but this week I wanted to look at those Psalms. So we'll take one of those a day. As we look at those and hopefully get some encouragement from it for those that have just celebrated Good Friday and Easter, these Psalms would have likely been what Jesus sang on the night before his crucifixion during the Last Supper. We're told that he sang a hymn, and that probably is taken from these. So these are interesting in this time period to reflect on. So the first one that I want to look at today is Psalm 113. It has several really great lines. One of them is that from the rising of the sun to the place where it sets, the name of the Lord is to be praised. And that I like because it has this poetry, right, of anywhere the sun goes. So I'm not sure where you are right now and what time of day it is. I'm not sure where the sun is in the sky where you are. But know that wherever the sun is, it's in the right place to be praising God. It's sort of like asking, what time is it? Well, it's time to praise God. No matter what time it is, it's a good time to do that. No matter what place you are, it's a good place to be for giving God the attention that he deserves. Because from the rising of the sun to the place where it sets, all around, the name of the Lord should be praised. A second thing that I like about Psalm 113 is it talks about how God is exalted on high, and yet he stoops down to lift the poor out of the dust and to lift the needy from, and this is where several translations write it differently, the garbage dump, the ash heap, to lift the needy from this place. When you look at that word that they use, to lift the needy from the ash heap, another good translation for it would be from the dung heap, from the refuse pile, but specifically dung, right? Like, let's be real. Throughout centuries and millennia, people who are in a bad situation have continued to connect their situations with fecal matter. We just have that in so many different languages. So looking at what's happening with COVID, there's likely that you have heard or maybe said yourself something that connected our situation with what you do on the toilet, right? And here's the thing. We often feel like that. And we're told that our God, who's high above all of this, is willing to come down into even those types of situations. And he lifts those people out of the dung heap and instead sets them among princes and palaces. So know that however you're feeling and however bad it seems of a situation for you, there is a God who is willing to come into that mess, lift you up out of it, and put you in a much better place. So hopefully you'll wait and you'll see that happen.